Hey everybody, so episode 9 of Teen Wolf Season 3 aired tonight, and we learned a great many things this episode. And I just want to say this, sometimes I really hate when my theories come true. I don't like to share them because then I'm like, oh crap, I was wrong. But this time I was right. I called it on the Duroc, and I hate that I did because, well, I'll tell you in a minute. But we start off the episode where that one of the deputies in Beacon Hills, she's killed in the school. Lydia ends up there, and she calls Scott and Stiles and stuff, and they go there and find the body. And yeah. Now at the school, we've got Miss Jennifer Blake acting pretty creepy. That really didn't surprise me so much. We've got Aiden warning Ethan to stay away from Danny because he's like threatening to kill him and shit. And also that morning, I have to say this, that morning, because Allison didn't show up to school, because she was also one of the ones that found the body the night before, and Scott sent Isaac to check on her, and she totally just like takes him down so easily and holds a dagger to his throat or whatever. But so they're doing a bunch of stuff in that episode together, trying to solve stuff, and at the school, Scott comes up with a plan to get Ethan to the side and find out more about the Duroc, or the Druids, and all the different alphas, old emissaries. And so they get Lydia to go and like pull Aiden aside and like start making out with him. But then someone goes and does the spiral, and it was actually Cora on the office door where they're making out. And so they start fighting, Cora and Aiden, and then Scott and Ethan and Stiles, they end up having to go and stop it. Cora gets really hurt. Now we see a cute little reunion between Derek and Miss Jennifer Blake, and I don't know. I liked them together at first, kinda, because I wanted Derek to get some love, but I don't like them together anymore, obviously. Now, during the episode, another one of the teachers is taken, and Lydia finds that, she goes and she likes, oh man, that's just really bad. Another thing that happens in Allison's house, she finds, her and Isaac are snooping around her dad's office, and she finds this, fivefold knot Celtic symbol, and upon putting like the blacklight thing to it, she finds the words virgins, warriors, healers, philosophers, and in the middle are guardians. And we learn guardians in this episode are really like teachers and stuff. So yeah. Now they're trying to figure out if her dad is the Duroc, but I just don't believe it because he's just not. It's just not him. So they track him down, and they find they get to a warehouse, and come to find out he's just a really good hunter, and he's just really smart and all that stuff, as we saw in the flashback episode. He was tracking the Duroc, and they find one of their teachers getting killed, and they see the Duroc, and he shoots at him, and at the Duroc, not his daughter and Isaac. But then they decide to team up and go after the Duroc at the school where they are having a concert, and put on by Jennifer Blake. Ooh, yay! She's so sorry. Okay, I'm not at that point yet, but another thing that happens is this whole confrontation between Scott and Miss Morrell, and she's basically saying, Deucalion, if he cannot get Scott to become a true alpha and join his pack, join his pack voluntarily, he's going to try and get Scott to kill someone so he cannot become an alpha and therefore become a threat. So, yes, and I still don't she's just evil. I just see pure evil. I guess she got all the bad genes and the evil genes in the family, and her brother got the good ones. So, Styles and Scott, and they're all talking, and they decide, Allison and Isaac tell Styles that he needs to tell his dad what's going on about the werewolves and all this stuff. So, Styles, upon trying to explain it to his father does not believe him whatsoever. And then when he tries to get Cora to demonstrate, she passes out because she's just, I don't know, something's going on. Aiden did something to her. I don't know. I don't even know if Aiden knows what he did. So, and we see a whole thing where she's in the hospital and Derek comes to her, and it's a really sweet brother-sister moment. But let's get to the juicy stuff. At the concert, there's a whole scene where Ethan tells Danny if anything happens to come straight to him or look for him or whatever. And just everybody arrives at the concert. And besides, like, Derek and Cora, because they're in the hospital. But Scott and Lydia we're planning on hopefully her getting, like, a premonition of what's going to happen, and so that Scott can stop the death before it happens. But she gets, like, a trick text and ends up in an office with Miss Blake. She's the Duroc, and I totally called that, because they're just not going to let Derek have that happy ending. I just knew it. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Well, maybe later, maybe another season. Hopefully we get a season 4. Or in the part 2 of season 3, which airs in January of 2014. But we find out in this scene also, because Miss Jennifer Blake is trying to kill Lydia, and she does that crazy scream, and she tells Lydia she's the wailing woman. She's a banshee. So that is what Lydia is. Scott goes to her rescue, and he gets his ass handed to him from the Duroc, which is Miss Jennifer Blake, and then Sheriff Stilinski shows up and gets stabbed by her, and he showed up before Scott, and he ends up that's when he gets stabbed, and Scott comes and tries to save him. Then he realizes Styles was telling the truth about the werewolves and stuff. During all this, the band, the orchestra has started playing that creepy-ass music, and one of the, I think she was like a piano teacher or something, but the chord on the, was like, had mistletoe on it or something on the piano, and the string snapped and slit her throat, and she's dead. So all the sacrifices, the teacher sacrifices, are done, and we are just, during this fight between Mr. Stilinski, Sheriff Stilinski, and Miss Blake, it goes really fast, and then Styles gets in there, and his dad, like, and Miss Blake, they disappear. Like, she, like, took off with him, and I don't know. This is a big cliffhanger episode, and it's crazy, and I don't know anymore what to think. Oh my gosh. Next week is going to be amazing. I just want to thank all of y'all that keep watching my recaps and reviews. Some of y'all have sent me messages, and I'm glad they help you. That's why I make them. So I hope y'all continue to watch and subscribe, and have a fantastic night. Bye.